Algar Productions.
This is the Post-Atomic Horror, the most comprehensive Star Trek podcast ever produced. Your hosts are Ron Algar Watt and Maggie Robotham. Episode 523, All Those Who Wander.
Hi friends, welcome to the Post-Atomic Horror. I'm Al.
I'm Maggie.
And we're nearly through the first season of Strange New Worlds already.
Yeah.
This is the penultimate episode of season 1.
Going through here at a jolly good clip.
And a major development happened in this one that I was not ready for yet.
Nope.
But here we are.
The team visits a ship.
Well, that wasn't the development.
Oh. Right, that other thing.
Because you're going to tell us what happens in a minute, I don't want to, undercut that. But this is a major development, I didn't like this one, but...
No, also, I'm looking at the title now and All Those Who Wander?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. What?
All those who wander through a spaceship looking out for tiny fucking lizards?
Watch out for snakes.
I hope it doesn't get hot.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, there's a lot of specific stuff I want to say, and I don't want to say that till after you read your summary, so please do that.
All right, let's do this. So whilst celebrating Uhura's graduation from interning and the promotion of 2 future corpses, the Enterprise receives a Priority 1 distress signal regarding a crashed ship. Pike points out that they're already on a Priority 1 mission to deliver vital shag carpeting to Station K7, but this mission takes not precedence, but the same-edence? Do both, says Starfleet. You could do both, right? So while the Enterprise heads off, most of the main characters and those future corpses I just mentioned head on down to the USS Peregrine, a ship that's exactly like the Enterprise but frozen and sideways. They quickly find out that all of the Peregrine's 99 crew are missing, except for a little girl and a blue guy named Buckley. Hey, says Buckley before blowing up. Turns out that the Peregrine was killed by Gorn, and now we're doing an Aliens riff, but also the Gorn are little, so it's got a little bit of Gremlins too. It's not a ripoff, okay? The episode's excuse me, I lost my place.
It's all right.
The episode says as it forces La'an and the little girl to have a connection based on shared trauma. Everyone runs around a lot, shooting at shadows and switching to Gorn heat vision for just a dash of Predator vibes. It's not a ripoff, okay? It's an homage. That's when we know it's a ripoff, and we think that excuses it. Everything basically works out fine unless you're those 2 future corpses who both shockingly die. Oh, and also Hemmer gets sprayed in the face with Gorn gack, which gives him Gorn babies. Gorn condoms are essentially indistinguishable from the glove that Howie Mandel pulls over his head. So finding out that he's infected, Hemmer decides to take the long walk into the ice and also dramatically hurl himself off of a cliff when he remembers that the cold probably won't kill him. Everyone is very sad except Spock, who broke his brain by feeling angry and then hugs it out with Chapel. Meanwhile, I'm angry all the time and have a broken brain, and nobody ever hugs me.
Maggie, I hug you every time I see you.
I know, but you live far away. Not far away, but
Yeah.
A reasonable a distance that I can't just wander over if I want to record or get a hug.
That's fair. Well, there's one on offer for you at all times. Plus, I could speak for my housemates where you got 3 hugs waiting for you here, and one of them's not even a hugger. So
3 hugs and a Maggie.
Mm-hmm.
Directed by Leonard Nimoy.
Watch it on your Magnavox video player. I have one nitpick of your summary.
Yes, please.
Not exactly a nitpick, just I can't believe you didn't make this joke, which I rarely do. I'm not gonna question your comedic sensibility because it's usually much better than mine. Mm-hmm. But how did you not make a Peregrinators Club joke?
I thought about it a lot. I couldn't find a place for it.
Oh, that's fair. As long as you remembered, that's all.
I absolutely did. I'm like, Peregrinators. Shit, that's a good call. Can I fit this in anywhere?
This was 5 years ago on the show where we were reviewing Batman, and this very specific word came up, and we're just like, huh?
Excuse me? The Peregrinators Club?
Everyone just acting like it's a normal thing. Like, okay, Peregrinators Club,
you can't just bring up the Peregrinators Club like it's a real thing, Batman.
They sure can.
God, that was 5 years ago.
Yeah, probably.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. So I hated this episode.
I bet. I was watching it and I was like, I don't like this episode, but Al's going to fucking hate this episode. This is all the crap that he hates.
I was just real bored.
Yeah, it's kind of real boring.
Like, I was thinking about this. Star Trek has tried to do this kind of episode many, many times, and I think I can only think of one time that they got it right.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the DS9 episode where they're on the Defiant and there's a changeling loose and like it could be any one of them and they're running through the corridors and all that.
Yeah.
Like, that one was good.
Yeah, but like all the time, especially modern Trek fucking loves this shit.
Yeah, but Voyager did it a lot too.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I'm not going to say they didn't. Like,
and
look.
I'm pretty sure Enterprise did a few. Like, you're right that it's way more in the more recent ones. But in the later, like, 90s series, we definitely got it in Voyager and Enterprise a fair amount. And
I mean, it's clearly just a lot of people sitting around going, you guys like aliens, right?
which is really...
Let's do aliens. We've got guns. We've got space corridors. Let's do aliens.
Well, do we really have an enemy like that? Well, let's just turn the Gorn into that. Which,
you know those giant lumbering lizards? What if they were like and like drooling acid spit and like making their babies burst out of people's... Well, we can't do chest. How about side or back? Have we done back? Let's do back.
Mm-hmm. And this is really my bad thing. I've mentioned this before, but I don't think I made it my actual bad thing. I hate this show's take on the Gorn. Like, to me, they should look like Bosk. They should be like bipedal humanoid lizard guys, like not little scurrying monsters. And they should be a sentient species that we can talk to, not just slavering monsters. They build spaceships, for God's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ugh. And I know like the egg sac thing bothers you, and like I actually like that if it were a different species. I just don't like it for the Gorn, but like I like the idea of them using humans to breed their whatever,
sure.
Like just in the abstract. If it was like, I don't know, if species 7652 in Voyager did that would have been all right. But it's just it doesn't work for these guys for me at all.
I just like, I mean, this is my bad. Like, go right off into the reason I don't like the fucking like them laying their eggs in people and them bursting out is because fucking Alien did that. It's the most fucking dynamic scene from one of the greatest sci-fi horror movies ever made.
Yeah.
Like, fucking Jesus Christ. Like, I'm not saying your monster can't burst out of a fucking person because it's a good visual, but like every time it happens, I'm going to go, oh, like Alien, and do the fucking Leonardo DiCaprio point. Like, Jesus Christ.
No, I would argue the Leonardo DiCaprio point is for excitedly discovering something that's the same. This is like there's some excitement behind that gesture, and there's no excitement here. It's just like, oh, that again.
It's just like, Jesus Christ. I mean, I'll just get into this. Like, this episode cribs pretty embarrassingly from other movies. So thank God they're all little-known franchises like Alien, Predator, and also to a lesser extent Gremlins. Like, guys, you ripped off the entire last act of Alien 3 for this episode, right down to the alien POV shot chasing a guy. Like, La'an might as well be covering herself in mud while she goes, come on, fight me. Kill me now. It's embarrassing.
We both point out, as soon as they find the little girl, it's like, oh, good, it's Newt.
Yeah, exactly. And then they have like a dramatic bond with each other about how
they mostly come out at night. Yeah.
I'm going to take you out and we're going to find your family because you're my surrogate daughter figure now. And then you're going to fucking die off screen.
Man, if that resulted, because she takes a leave of absence at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
And if that resulted in a pod with her skeleton in it next time we see her, that would all be worth it. But I know she continues on in season 2, so.
Yeah. It's just, Jesus Christ. I get the thing, like, steal from the best, you know, but, like, you gotta add something, like...
I thought about this. If I had the ability... I don't love Alien as much as you do, but I love it quite a lot. Like, it's definitely way the fuck up there. It's in the pantheon of, like, great sci-fi movies. Like, absolutely, 100%. But if I had the ability to go back and prevent it being made to stop every hundreds of imitators that I've seen, I'd probably do it. I'd probably sacrifice that one good movie for the 500 bad ones.
I understand that. The thing is that, like, I don't think they made a bad Alien movie until, like, the last ones or the last two or something.
No, I agree. I'm not talking about the Alien franchise. I'm talking about literally every other thing.
Oh, yeah.
That has cribbed from that since then. Every B movie, every A movie. Fucking, there's been some high profile, big budget movies that have ripped off from it. And there's been countless Star Trek examples, as we mentioned. Like, I'm just so tired. Like, it's like when every comic was like Watchmen and Dark Knight. It's like, they did something great. Now do something. No, I guess you're just doing that. Fine.
And just like in the most lazy way too. It's just like, we will also have a wet alien. It's just you're not gonna embrace like the feelings of like having like a giant corporation, like basically
cyberpunk aspects of it.
Yeah. Extending their will over these like 5 space truckers. You're not going to get into like the isolation, the like the body horror, any of that. No. Wet aliens. We think that's the way to go.
Running around in the dark.
Yeah. What if a guy had a flashlight attached to his gun?
I mean, one of my big complaints throughout Disco was turn on a goddamn light. And this show's usually pretty good with that. And then we go down to this like wrecked ship and they turn off all the lights. And it's like, come on. No.
Yeah.
Even like a plot point in the episode is Hemmer has to get the power back on the USS Peregrinators Club. And he does.
Yes.
And then the lights are still off. And it's like, he turned the power. Why are you doing this? Yeah. Just irritating. And it's one, they're not adding anything new to it. 2, it's just so boring. Like they tried so hard. I know you remember what the next episode is. It's like the season finale is a bit of a departure. It doesn't like, I don't want to get too into it, but it's like they clearly wrapped up a lot of arcs here.
Yes.
Because they wanted to tell a story that was not encumbered by a lot of like continuing season plot stuff next week.
Exactly, yeah.
So because of that, they're trying real hard to like call back to Mbenga losing his daughter, and they're trying to hit another beat of Spock trying to control his emotions, and like some of this stuff lands for me, some of it doesn't. But it all feels so rushed and crowbarred into like it doesn't fit. Like I was bored even though there were character things happening. You know what I mean?
You can have like dramatic character stuff happening while you've got like a high speed action plot, which is basically what this is. But like they don't execute it very well, and like an episode a little more focused on like those character beats instead of like, look out, a wet lizard,
and like
he's peeking around the corner.
And, like, neither of us likes Khan Jr., but...
No.
One of the main reasons... Like, put aside the fact that I don't care for this character, but she has been more... Like, she's the main character of this season, I would say.
I would agree with that, yeah.
Like,
which is incredible considering how little I remembered about her going into this show.
No, I remembered that. I remembered my main complaint was that there was so much of her because every now and then there's a character I don't like in an otherwise great cast, and it's like, okay, that's fine, but they only get, in a 10-episode season, they'll get 1 episode. That's fine.
Yeah.
This has been, I would say, character arc-wise, we've gotten more of her than we've gotten of Pike, of Spock. Like, it's insane. It's not interesting or original to begin with, but it takes up so much screen time.
It's just every time it's so exhausting. And
the monsters.
The bit in this episode where she screams in a little girl's face about why she didn't save everyone on her ship.
Yeah.
Which I understand is projecting because Mbenga shows up a second later to put a bow on that one. But
okay. And sorry, go ahead.
But like, man, it is some real like, oh, God damn, La'an. Could you could you stop for a second?
I will say I don't think it was intentionally funny, but the Mbenga bow that you mentioned where he goes, "Stop yelling at my daughter."
Yep.
Your Freudian slip is showing, Doctor.
I just they both have to sort of wander off for a second and going, okay, neither of us are doing great right now.
Neither of us are talking about the thing that's actually in front of us. We're dealing with some other shit, both of us, obviously.
It's like, maybe if we just took a second and really, oh no, a lizard.
A wet lizard.
What's up? What's up, the Gorn? You look like you have something to say.
Okay, so last time I tried to duplicate the really irritating sound of every monster in sci-fi with my mouth,
flicks.
and I'm not good at that. And I'm going to play that here. I'm going to pull it and play it here, just so you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just that irritating, like it's the clicks, but it's also that sort of interrupted, like it's, I hate it. I hate it because it was an interesting sound to begin with, and now every fucking sci-fi monster sounds like that, and it's so
every single fucking one
stale.
of them.
Like, I bet it's in some science or some sound effects library where it's like sci-fi monster. Let's go with track 1. Perfect, done.
Yep.
Don't need to try any harder than that.
That door sound you hate of monsters.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas in this show, when they reuse sound effects for the most part, I am delighted. I want to talk about because one of the season arc things that they revisit is actually my good thing.
Yes,
which is Uhura's whole "What's my purpose" thing, which came up with Hemmer previously, and she figured it out in this episode. And she has the option now that she's done being a cadet that she can leave Starfleet, like she said. And I have enjoyed the whole everyone works their ass off to get to Starfleet, and she's just like, yeah, I did this because I needed to forget about my trauma, and it wasn't that big deal because I'm such a fucking genius that I could just get in.
Signed up on a lark.
Yeah, and get a posting on the flagship because I'm just that good. And I kind of like that. And I like that she's not arrogant about it. She's just that good. It doesn't occur to her that she could be arrogant about it. It's just, I don't know. I just signed up for the Enterprise.
Everyone around her is just like, wow. And you're just like, you just did this because you felt, I had to get off. I had to get out of the house for a while because of some of my own trauma I had to work through.
Yeah, my parents died, so I needed to get my mind off that. So I threw myself in my work, and here I am.
I'm like, Starfleet will be distracting for a while. I'll go to space, have some space adventures, whatever.
I will serve on literally the most high-profile, important ship in the fleet under one of the most celebrated captains to ever command a ship. Yeah, no big deal. Just until I find something better to do. And I love that about her, but I also love that she doesn't know if she wants to, and then after Hemmer goes, she's like, yeah, I guess this is what I'm going to do. And they do this shot where she comes out of the turbo lift, and the angle is perfect. It's slowly, I don't remember if it pans or zooms, but it gradually reveals Uhura's classic spot on the bridge, that station.
Yep. It's so good.
And you hear the ping, the little like bing, bing, like the sound of where Uhura sits.
Yep.
And it's like, here's the young performer they have playing her, but all you can think of is Nichelle Nichols because they duplicate that so perfectly. And it's just like, that could have been such a fan service thing, and I guess it was fan service, but it was such a good, yes, that's where she belongs. We all know that's where she belongs, and now she knows it. Aw.
Yeah. It's so good.
That was good. Most of the oh shit, we have to wrap people's shit up stuff kind of fell flat for me, but that one worked for me.
Well, if it's really good fan service, it's executed well. That's the kind of shit you get,
But also her friendship with Hemmer, brief though it was phenomenal, and this kind of ties into your good thing.
Oh man, I could have just watched I could have watched so many more episodes of those two hanging out.
Yeah.
As much as I'm gonna miss Hemmer, and I am, what a great fucking character.
Yeah.
His parts in this, especially the speech with Uhura, where they're sort of talking about what she's gonna do when she get It's just so good. What an amazing, complicated character.
He loomed so large in my mind when I watched, I watched this when it aired 3 years ago, and then 4 years ago, whatever. And then because the way my memory is these days, I forgot 3/4 of it. I remembered there was too much Connie, and I remembered Hemmer being the breakout character. And
yes,
I didn't realize he died by episode 9 of season 1, and he was not featured every week. We only got him maybe 5 times.
Yeah, and he only shows up for the first time in, I want to say, episode. It might be 2, but I think it's 3.
Yeah, he's in like maybe half the episodes of the season, and he's really only the focus of like 2. Like
but,
he and Mbenga got a great sort of double adventure through the storybook thing last week.
Yeah,
but that's about it. And then this one, and he's gone already. And like he will loom so large for me just based on that.
He's so fucking good. Just every second he's on screen, it's just like, God, this guy has so much going on. He's so fascinating. He's got like the psychic thing, but like it's not a huge deal. Like it only pops up like a couple of times.
Pike has a great moment where he's like, I know you don't like to use your psychic ability, but it would really help us if you could try to find the Gorn for us. And like, I love Pike being so respectful of that. Like, you don't want to just use it like Spock uses mind melds. You want to be like, you actually want to be careful with it, unlike, you know, the mind slut over here. And he's like, no, I tried. I can't sense him. But like, I love that. And I love that he's a pacifist. And that comes up in this too, where it's him and La'an, and he's like, I will assist you in any way that I can, but I will not open fire on them. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
very
so fucking amazing.
Yep. And killing him was a bold choice, showing us that a bridge character can, you know, engineering, whatever, but like a main, like one of the main command crew can die was a bold choice. Like, we know, obviously, anyone who survived into the original series is going to be fine. But like, this said, there's still some stakes. We could lose Ortegas, don't you dare. We could lose La'an, please, 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 please. Or we could lose Hemmer. And we've both seen into season 2, and his replacement is outstanding, but I wish we could have both. Yeah.
It's a big ship, lots of room for everybody, you know?
Yeah. Engineering is a big department. It doesn't need just one guy in it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the fact that we lose him, like, we have him for so brief a time and then he's gone is just, like, there's something to that, too, you know?
No, it's well done. Like, I'm pleased. I'm just selfish and I want more of him, but, like, I'll live with that.
I love when they land on the planet, they're all, like, making their way to the ship because they have to land, like, a ways away. And everyone's freezing except for Hemmer, who's got his jacket open a little bit and just, like, And that might reminds
be his
me of being on Andoria, the brisk winds.
That's what he said. Like that might have been his last words. It's like just like Andoria as he like stands there waiting to die, and like and like we don't know a ton about the Andorians, but we visited their planet once or twice on Enterprise, I think, and it is like fucking freezing and like
fucking cold
because they're blue. You get it?
Yep. Yeah.
But nah, it's cool. I like it.
That drop, like when he fucking drops off the cliff, it's just like a long, like shot of him from the. Fuck, it's good.
I loved his relationship with Uhura as well, but I wish we'd explored his relationship with other people. That's all. Like, I felt like he and Mbenga were forming a good friendship in the last episode, and then they wiped all that progress when he forgot what happened in the story. I'm like, that's a shame. These guys were becoming friends. It was still great. I like great character. No notes on him. Just perfect.
Love that guy. Great makeup too. Like taking like a not only like a race we've seen before, but like someone from the original series with like that original series design, and it's still unique to like he doesn't look like other Andorians.
Well, I think Flonk pointed that it's up because we forgot it. Like in Enterprise, they pointed out the Aenar, I think they are the what do you call it? Fucking albino Andorians who I think they're all blind, if I remember correctly. And they're telepathic. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever, fine.
That's cool though, you know, like.
But the Andorian design is such a, like, it was cheesy in the 60s. It's like, really, a little blue man with antenna, huh? Okay, okay. And they made it work.
Well, that's the thing. I love them doing that. Like, taking those designs and just extrapolate. It's like, well, we've got money and, like, we can actually sort of play this out. We're not trying to hold everything together with paper mache. Like, what's this look like today?
Yeah, what should it have looked like all along?
Yeah. And sometimes it works, and sometimes you get the fucking Gorn.
Well, and that's what I was going to say, is like they extrapolated the Andorians, the Tellarites we've seen have been pretty good. Like all the old school sort of goofy ass looking guys. And then the Gorn are just like, what if they were little monsters?
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like, I know 2 things about the Gorn. They're tall and they've got big lizard heads. And they wear vests. I know 3 things about the Gorn.
Well, that one guy wore a vest. For all we know, he was like a fashion pariah. That's not, you can't take that as like they all wear vests. That's
you know
not
what?
fair.
That's fair.
Yeah. He could be a real dork. Everybody putting kick me signs on him. Like it's like shoot me with a makeshift bazooka signs on his back.
Yep. The reason he never talked in the episode was because he had like his jaw wired shut. Because he was in an accident off screen.
Yeah, who knows? That was one guy. You can't paint them with the same brush.
Oh, you fought Jimmy. That guy had his jaw wired shut, and he liked stupid vests. That was the biggest dork in the entire Gorn.
You struggled with that? Hegemony. Yep.
The entire Gorn conglomerate.
The Gorn Corporation LLC. Let's see what else.
What else?
So I did not care for the obvious, you pointed this out in your summary, the obvious red shirting of like the 2, like the guy who just got promoted and Uhura's fellow cadet, just like, really?
No, these guys, the best day of their life. Pike's going to take them out to the fucking one last away mission where everything's going to go great and they both get fucking splattered.
We did get
fucking
more.
Didn't see that one coming 30 miles away.
We did get more of Sam Kirk, though, which is good.
I did like that. I do love Sam Kirk.
And he had a fucking bone. We both called this out in our notes. The fucking Bones moment where he looks over at Spock. You pointy-eared computer.
Why don't you care about these dead crew members? We have to have funerals for both of them. No, Sam, I think you can just chill for a sec.
I struggle with that character's name because, and I just looked it up, his name is George Samuel Kirk. And in a lot of the, like, expanded, whatever the fuck they call it in Star Trek, the novels and the comics and all that shit, they refer to him as George.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh yeah, Kirk's brother, George. And then they say Sam. I was like, fuck, right, it's Sam. God damn it.
Yep. I don't know.
I mean, I don't care. It's just like,
Sure.
Unless they say Sam out loud, I'm like, fucking mustache Kirk. I don't know.
Yeah, Kirk's brother. Kirk's brother, Kirk. I don't know what to tell you.
Let's see
what else. Having a great fucking omelet in the at breakfast at
I
Pike's
love
Place.
the seniors, the Pike's Place Market. Yes.
Yep, Pike's Place Market. Spock throws her fish.
Where, but I love the senior staff briefing over brunch.
Yep.
In Dad's room. That's such a like, sit down, have some bacon and eggs, and I'll tell you about this life-threatening mission we're about to go on. Good eggs? Want some toast?
Yeah. The fucking bit where like Lon sits down and is like actually gets into the omelet and this is the best thing I've ever tasted. It's just like it's like, sweetie, you can be an interesting character if you just stop yelling at people for 5 seconds.
No,
like
that's what I said last week with the fairy tale episode.
Yeah.
Like, she's a good performer. The character is just garbage.
If you just sit down and enjoy an omelet, like I'm suddenly interested in the things you have to say.
No, and there's a nice little bit where she's like, I can't. We've got to do the briefing. It's like, you can do 2 things at once. All right. And she can't.
No.
Like, Pike asks her a question. I said asked her a question. Wow. Pike asks her a question.
Can I ask you something?
Well, it is the future. That's how they say it.
That's true.
And she's like, where's the cheese? Like, she can't focus on his conversation and the breakfast at the same time, which is funny.
Yep. Just all you got to do is make her a person instead of a yell.
Yep. I mean, like I said, it's like season 1, Kira, or the brief glimpse of Tasha we got before they killed her. Like, Star Trek keeps wanting to do these sort of like young, feisty, like women who will fucking cut you off at the kneecaps, and it's like, that's fine, but you need more than that. And Kira was
again,
but
everyone wants to do Vasquez from Aliens.
Maybe. It might be that, but I know Tasha was supposed to be more that. I think they even
Oh, yeah.
at one point had like a Hispanic name for her, if I remember correctly.
I believe, if I remember correctly from the fucking compendium I had, Vasquez was in the character description for her.
It was, what is it, Macha Hernandez or something like
Yeah.
that? It was like macho, but the feminine version. Ugh, okay.
We hired, who? Denise Crosby? All right, let's maybe go back to the drawing board on that name.
Yeah. Let's see what else. I have a note here. I really need the Gorn to be part of the Federation by Disco or Academy times, please.
Yeah. That, I was reading the first couple issues of that last Starship comic, and they're just about to. It's set like just as the burn happens, and
Right.
basically what goes down is that the Federation is bringing the Gorn in, the last race in the entire known galaxy who hasn't joined the Federation.
Mm-hmm. And can they
And,
talk
like-
to them, or are they still just skittering monsters?
Weirdly enough, they can talk to them and actually say words.
Oh, weird.
They're not just like, ah,
Mm-hmm.
boogity, boogity, boogity. I'm an evil man.
Oh, no, it's the Crypt Keeper race from Crypt Keeper 5.
Oh, God, if only.
Mm-hmm.
Crypt Keeper 5's a good one, Al.
No, it's not. That's because I couldn't pull a more clever one quickly enough.
I thought you were referencing the lyric from fucking the Monster Mash where they refer to the Crypt Kicker 5.
Oh God, no! I don't. I don't have the deep knowledge of the Monster Mash that you have, Maggie. I know
That is true.
I know the hook. That's it.
I do know the Monster Mash backwards and forwards.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
I also know the sequel, The Christmas Monster Mash.
Oh Christ! and Christmas Ape goes to summer camp. Okay,
Fucking
Memory
the
Alpha.
Monster Mash guy going, I can make a sequel of this, right? We can ride this fucking moldering corpse.
The Homestar guys talked about that. Remember, they did Fahuhu Gods, and then later they did Let's Fahuhu Gods again.
Yep.
Because they were talking about like how all those novelty songs always have a sequel, and they're extra terrible, like just real bad.
I was disgusted to learn that in the very early 2000s, the guys who released one of my favorite Christmas songs, Snoopy and the Red Baron, did a sequel where Snoopy fights Al Qaeda.
Oh God, of course they did.
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking if The Devil Went Back to Georgia, that's another one.
Yep.
Also not good. Like that song is a classic. You don't need a thing, man.
No.
Just
Okay, what if the devil went down to Georgia, like, again? Like, aren't a lot of people asking, like, what would happen if the devil went back to Georgia? No one is asking that. It's a song.
Why don't you go somewhere else in the South if you have to do it in? The Devil Went Down to Florida. That even tracks. No.
I'm just saying, like, I don't think there was ever a sequel to, like, Bohemian Rhapsody or anything. No one wondered what happened after that.
I don't know. If Freddie Mercury was still alive, it's possible he would have done that kind of ironically. That guy loved doing shit like that.
Mama just killed another man, put another gun against his head.
So, according to Memory Alpha, the title, it says, the title would seem to come from a Tolkien quote from the Fellowship of the Ring. All that is gold does not glitter, not all those who wander are lost. I didn't realize that quote came from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was some, like, Shakespeare or the Bible or, like, some old literature thing that might have been cited in Lord of the Rings, but I didn't realize he came up with that.
Tolkien nerds. I see that one on bumper stickers all the time.
Well, yeah, I know the quote. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that was its original source. That's kind of strange.
This one just feels like a very, like, I don't know, what the fuck are we going to call it? Someone find me a highfalutin phrase.
Just wait till we get to Academy. They got some real humdingers.
Oh, fuck yeah, they do.
Let's see. What else?
What else?
Oh, so I wanted to talk. I'm sure we've talked about this before, and I'm sure we are not the only ones to call this out. But this kind of episode where there's kind of a heavy body count where several crew members die, at the end, we're real sad about Hemmer.
Yep.
What about Cadet Eyebrows and Lieutenant just got promoted?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I legit... I get like fucking Lieutenant Eyebrows, like not getting anything from our guys, fine, you know. But like, if this was the gal that came up with Uhura, like they probably spent at least some time together.
And her name is Chia, like the chia pet.
Yes, the Chia, because I heard it was like, do you say Gia? Hang on a second.
Yeah, I know. I just had to look that up. It's Chia.
Yeah,
but
it's
even
Chia.
still. Yeah. And then Lieutenant Schlubby guy, who I thought was one of the writers who got a quick little walk on because he had that kind of look.
Hey, buddy, you want to
Mm-hmm.
show up on this?
Mm-hmm.
I would
Get
describe
killed.
that guy as a real Paul Dini looking motherfucker.
Yeah, I could see that. Just, real face for radio. Sorry. That's mean. I try not to be that mean anymore. I'm sorry. I'm
Hey,
not
pal,
editing that out, though.
you want to tidy up a little bit for the away mission?
Nah, I'm good. But they made him kind of an arrogant, like there's a drinking game where people still call him Ensign, and he gets like they owe him a drink, and like that's cute. And he's friends with Sam, and like they try their best to give him a slight personality before they kill him. But nobody seems that bothered when he's dead.
Yeah.
Like Sam has that moment where he yells at Spock, but like I'm talking at the end where we're like, oh my God, Hemmer, the most important guy. And like, you guys came back 3 guys down and he's the only one you're crying about. He was great, but come on, man.
Well, he's got the most prominent place at the funeral.
Yeah. Like
right in the middle.
Pike, you can't play favorites, buddy. That's not what a good captain does.
Yeah.
Well, except your immediate successor, but everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Like, they do that. Like, I've seen this kind of thing before, and it's always weird to me that there's like shared funerals. Like,
I mean, it makes sense. I think that's how the military does it. If several people die in the same operation, like, I don't know. Like, some things I know about the military because I worked around them for years.
Sure.
This is just something I've seen in a lot of movies. I have no idea if it's real or not. We did have like a couple of nice little, not exactly eulogies, but like stepping up and saying a nice thing or like a wake kind of thing. And Ortegas said, if Emmer were here, he would say such and such. Then he would have scolded me for pushing the engines too hard. I'm like, that was cute.
I love Ortegas so much.
And she's got very little to do this season.
Yeah.
Like, I'm stunned again how large she loomed when she didn't get one single focus episode.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
Connie's got at least 2. Yeah.
Yeah. And Ortegas has had nothing yet. Like, she just gets to kind of drive and be one of the most awesome women I've ever seen in my life, you know?
And basically be comic relief, but for once, not derogatory, like celebratory.
Like, let's get into that a little bit, you know? Like, I like her hanging out. There's like 1 or 2 times she hangs out with Chapel, and I'm like, yeah, more of these guys together. I like you too.
Yeah, these guys go drinking together sometimes. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, and you know, because you've seen some of season 2. Like, we are going to get more of her, but they could have balanced this season a little better, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, next week is a Pike-centric episode, which is great, but like, we need to learn more about some of these other guys.
Yeah, man. You've got this great crew. Fucking, like, let's get some focus on them.
Mm-hmm. I did like the Spock thing.
Yes.
So there's a whole thread where he's talking to Chapel and he's like, no, Vulcans like keep their shit bottled up. You know, like the standard thing we've heard 100 times. Like our emotions are so strong, we have to keep them under control, and like we can't let them out. And then La'an says the only way you can fight the Gorn is if you do a berserker rage, which I think she just made up because of her bullshit. But whatever.
100%.
Like, I don't think that's a real scientific thing. If Mbenga like got one in a cage and studied it, I doubt he'd say, "Oh yeah, that tracks scientifically." That's just La'an's thing. But so
well, I mean,
Spock,
that's her solution to every problem is to just be mad at it. So
that's true. And so Spock, you basically visually see him flip a switch.
Yep.
And turn off the Vulcan and go just do berserker rage, like I said.
Yep.
And then near the end, like you mentioned in your summary, like Chapel's like, "Hey, are you okay?" He's like, "No, you need to get away from me." And she's like, No, come on.
Yeah.
And
he's in real soup flinging mode.
Yeah, exactly. And she manages to calm him down a bit.
Yeah.
But I kind of like that he's still struggling with his whole deal, you know?
Yeah.
And he will be for much of his life.
I don't remember a whole lot of this, but I believe we get into like Spock sort of like playing with his emotions, seeing if like that's an aspect of himself that he wants to explore, and I find that
Yes.
so interesting for that character. Like,
Well,
it makes
Go ahead.
it makes so much sense for like him as like a young man in his whatever the Vulcan version of his 20s is, you know?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
is this who I want? Like, I've always spent so much time repressing my human side. It's a part of me. Like, what's there, you know?
Yeah. And I'm not ashamed of my mother. I'm just
Yeah.
ashamed of being human.
Yeah.
And his whole arc through the whole franchise is like by the time we see old sort of Craggly Nimoy, it's like, yeah, I'm cool with it now, and I'm a little of both, and it's fine.
Yeah.
But it takes him a long time to get there, and I like.
Yeah. I mean, again, I've talked about this before, but like, what a great arc for a character that you can have over 50 years, you know?
yeah, and I also like that we're kind of like sometimes I don't like when they're trying to provide the secret origin of a thing I didn't need, but in this case, I think they're trying to explain why in the cage he's like the women.
Yeah.
It's because
That is-
the real reason is early on they didn't know how to write him yet, but
Exactly.
but they're finding a way to figure that out. Is like he's still experimenting or whatever.
It's just it's a neat salute. Like sometimes those things don't work, but if you can nail it, if you can make your retcon like fit, like that's the dream, man. Just slip that is like, oh, that's why, and it's not stupid or anything. It's like, no, this guy is like trying to figure himself out.
Mm-hmm. And it's not really a retcon, but like the Uhura stuff, just like I pointed this out a few times, I think. Like in the first 9 episodes of the show, I think we've gotten more Uhura than we did in the entirety of the original series in the movies. Like,
Oh, 100%.
and it's fantastic. Like now I have a sense of who this person is. And Nichelle Nichols, God bless her, did her best, but they didn't give her shit.
Well, that's the thing. Like, this is an amazing fucking character that, like,
Yeah. And always
never
was.
really got. Yeah. Like let's make they did the same thing in the Trek 09 movies where it's like, no, this is a great character.
And
let's give her
once-
more to do finally.
once they embrace the idea that she's not just a phone operator, but a
Yeah.
linguist, which is a huge, like, that's so much of a bigger thing when you're out talking to new people. And
It's such a good idea, you know?
and when they're trying to talk to the infected, humanoid that like of a species they'd never met before, La'an pushes her forward and says, "Communicate." And Uhura's like, "That's not how it works.
Okay.
Just
Let me
just divine what their language is and speak to them, of course."
Oh yeah, I'll get right on that. What is wrong with you?
Well, we know the answer to that.
Yes.
I don't remember how Connie turns out. Like, if I think she gets better. I hope this sending her away to deal with her shit, like, I hope she comes back calmer. I think that might be what happens. And maybe when she returns to the ship, she'll be better.
And we send her off to character camp. We're going to develop your character a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Please do that. Even
Please,
if it's
for the love of
between
God.
seasons. Like, that's fine.
What else? Is that it?
Don't know. I thought I had something else. Oh, just back to the Hemmer and Uhura thing where they're talking about like what her purpose is and all that, and he says you create bonds. It's a gift, and like the fact that she's good with people, like that's what she does with that unknown alien is makes friends with him basically. Like she's
I love
she's
that,
good at that
so much. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I interpret that as she kind of understands what other cultures might be like, and she knows how to sort of build that bridge. It's not just that she's a friendly person. There's some intellectual stuff in there, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's a bit in the Trek Year 5 comic that I'm a big fan of where she's the one that, like, connects with the captured Tholian that they find.
Yes, she raises a Tholian baby.
Yeah, it's so fucking good.
It is. And they managed to do, here's the girl raising a baby without it being like a, a feminist nightmare kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I love the idea for that character. It's like, no, you're the one. You can bridge these gaps.
Yep. We're out here to talk to new guys, and without you, we couldn't do that. Like that's
this blue looking dude is real pissed off. He has a big stick and he's trying to protect a little girl. Let's all get on the same wavelength here.
And I think
Number
we had
one,
very
Lon, stop yelling and put your gun down.
That's always number one.
Yep.
I think we had very different reactions to that blue guy. I thought he looked real stupid. Apparently you liked him.
I loved him. I thought he looked great.
I thought he looked like a fantasy character that did not belong here.
When he's about to die and he's got his jam veins and like he's breathing real heavily, I realized that he's breathing out of the things on his head. I'm like, that's great design. More of this, please.
That was cool. Oh, also, I want to call attention to the great joke you made, which is at one point the hallways of the USS Peregrinators Club are just streaked with blood. And you said, I found the path to the children's ward.
Yeah.
Which, if you know, you know. I don't think we need to... It's color
just
theory.
Just a couple of fucking... The last of the Tumblr assholes.
Mm-hmm. It's color theory. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing wrong with this.
Anything else?
I think is that it? That might be it.
You have a quote?
I do have a quote. This is basically Hammer goes to die.
Uhura, I want to leave you with one last piece of advice. Open yourself. Make a home for yourself amongst others, and you will find joy more often than sadness.
Hammer. Hammer, please. Please.
Do not weep for me. I've had a good life.
Mm-hmm.
Just some good last words. Some. I'm just going out for a while. I may be some time.
Yeah, that is. I hope that's a real quote from actual. Like that was what's his name in the South Pole. Who
I want to say
Antarctica
Scott. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah,
but,
I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think it was our friend Scott Zioko. You're right.
Yep.
But yeah, he's like they're out of supplies. They don't have enough to live, and he just goes out into the snow and says, I'm going out. I'll be sometime," and never comes back. And like,
yeah,
I don't care if that's real or not. That is one of my favorite things anyone has ever said.
That's a great. I am a sucker for a guy sacrificing himself too.
Yeah, but also just the glib, like very English. I think he was English. It doesn't matter. It's still a very English thing to say.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's it for me.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm off.
What were his actual last words? No, please. I don't want to die. Don't push me out that door. Please let me in. Let me in. It's very cold out here.
Quite possibly. Could you please just write something like Oscar Wilde might have said? That would be so much better. Thank you.
If I die, tell them I said something poetic.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think that's all for this time.
Yeah.
Next time we have the season 1 finale. As I said, it's a largely Pike-centric one. Is one of my favorites so far.
Great episode, if I remember correctly.
A quality of mercy. So we'll look forward to that. The website is ever, postatomichorror.com. If you want to write to us, postatomichorror@gmail.com. The Patreon is patreon.com/Algar.
If you're not a Patreon member, we just put up some more 2 episodes of Nick and Willikins, and Al made a animatic, I guess, sort of.
I don't know what you call those, but it was.
Yeah.
I had written the script adapted from a comic I did years ago, so I matched the images back up with that, and I thought it turned out pretty fun.
Yeah, you should check it out. It's good.
Yeah, thank you. And that's patreon.com/Algar. Thank you.
Yeah.
And for as little, that's their free. Like that was just to give people a taste of what we're doing with Nick and Willikins right now. But but the episodes themselves are like for as little as $1 a month. So check that out. And I think that's all for this time.
Yeah. See you, folks.
I may be sometime.
The Post-Atomic Horror Podcast is a co-production of Maggie Robotham and Ron Algar Watt. Copyright 2026. Please don't sue us. We're just doing this for fun.